Hello everyone. Now before we get started, please let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. We are going to start this live stream in less than 30 seconds. So please, if you can hear me, let me know in the comments box below. Okay, so I can see some messages here saying loud and clear. That is fantastic. All right. Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm really excited because the lifetime deal for FluentCRM is back. Now I have had time to use it for the past couple of weeks, and to be honest, I'm really excited, and I've saved quite a lot of money. Now with that said, it doesn't mean I didn't have any problems with it. There were quite a few problems, but the most exciting thing about all this is all these little issues that I had were fixed quickly. And that is what I was happy about, because what I did is I went all in and moved my service from ConvertKit all the way back to FluentCRM. So I'm really excited that all these bugs are being squashed really fast. So what I'm going to be doing today is to talk to you about the deal, the lifetime deal, and also to show you how to get started up and fast with FluentCRM on your systems. Okay, so throughout this, I'll be having a quick look at my questions. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments, and I'll do my best to respond to them. And also, the CEO of FluentCRM is going to be in the comments as well. So he'll do a very good job of helping me respond to some questions there, because as you know, this could really be quite challenging for me to be bouncing between the two, but your questions will be answered in the video comments. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to start and just talk about email marketing automation, why it's important. And then I'm going to go in and show you how to set it all up and all the key features of FluentCRM and how you can use it. I'll also talk about how I've managed to save almost $100 a month sending emails, right? I have proof, and I'll show you how I managed to save a lot of money. And also I have a special deal which you get when you buy FluentCRM using my affiliate link, and that is an email marketing automation course based on FluentCRM that you'll get when you purchase FluentCRM using my affiliate link. But we'll go in that order. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's talk about why email marketing automation is very important. So oftentimes you hear quite a lot of people talk about setting up an online business. Now, I learned this the hard way. I used to think it was all about ads. And when I used to see other promoters, they used to talk about, for example, ClickFunnels. And I used to think, okay, it's all about ClickFunnels. But to be honest, I learned, like I said, I learned this the hard way. I realized that majority of all of this is about communication and communicating with your leads and customers. And the only way, or the best way to do it, is using email. And this is why I'm really excited today to be talking about FluentCRM. If you take a look here at this diagram, you see that FluentCRM is right here in the middle. I'd like to think about it as the heart of any business. Now, the businesses we're talking about here are, if it's an e-commerce business, an online course business, membership websites, affiliate marketing, blogging, all this needs communication with your customers or your leads. And the best way to do that, as I mentioned, is through email. And FluentCRM does a fantastic job of that. I mean, I'm not saying that's the only service. I mean, there's ConvertKit, Aweber, and all these other services. The main difference is these other services sit on their own platform, whereas FluentCRM sits on your WordPress website. Okay, that's the main difference. Okay, so the reason why this is very important is because, first of all, you can automate your emails and automate processes based on specific triggers. So let's say someone subscribes onto your blog. You can decide what you want to do. You can send emails, you can send in a welcome email, you can send a freebie for someone that has signed up for or signed up on your blog. Let's say someone buys something, right, on your website, on your e-commerce website. You can have a sequence of emails or specific tasks that user that buys that specific product goes through until it goes to the end of whatever animation it is, and I'll be showing you how to set it all up. Let's say someone cancels a membership. What do? You can set specific actions and specific emails to take care of that. Okay, let's say someone enrolls on a new course. Okay, someone becomes a member. So as you can see, all these are different scenarios that you can set up your email automation funnels. It's very, very exciting. Now, one of the challenges that I had with running an online business is, let's say someone has a query and they send you an email and say, oh, you know what? I bought this product using your email, using your link in the video description, but I didn't get the product. I can actually go into the customer's profile and see all the data there. What email they were sent, what email they clicked, if they were sent any tags, I can see all of that. So as you can see, this is a complete business solution for an online business. And this is why this is very, very exciting. Right, I mentioned email sequence briefly. You can also send email sequences that are automated. So let's say you want to send 5 emails of tutorials on your blog for anyone that signs up. This can be automated. Now, all of this is impossible to do if you are doing this manually for each and every customer or each and every lead. It's impossible. This is why email automation is very, very, very important. Okay, so now that we've covered this, like I said, the type of businesses you want to be looking at, or the type of online businesses are e-commerce, online course website, membership websites, affiliate marketing, blogging, all right? And many more, right? Because FluentCRM integrates with so many other products out there. So I'll show you those as well. All right, so what we're going to do now is to show you the interface of FluentCRM, and let's go through this and see what this looks like. But before I do that, let me just take a quick look here and see if we have any questions. Nicole says, do you have any courses on e-commerce? I don't have any courses on e-commerce right now, but those are coming up because all these courses that I'll be creating are going to have FluentCRM as the email automation software. So this is going to be the heart of any other courses that I'm going to be doing that requires an email solution. Okay. Power Up the presentation says ConvertKit is causing issues with the Divi theme. What issues are those? I don't know currently, because like I said, I have moved all my emails from ConvertKit to FluentCRM. So let me know what those issues are, and I could try and forward these to the developers at Elegant Themes. Okay, so it looks like we don't have any more questions. Now let's dive in and let me show you how this software works. Okay, so right now I am logged into my WordPress website. Now the first thing I want to talk about here is this plugin requires two installments. So there's the first one, which is the free one. Now it's free, but it doesn't have the integrations. You really want to buy the Pro version because it has all the integrations. All right, so when you install it, this is what you have. So let's go to the dashboard and you can see what we have so far. Now I have a basic setup here. I don't have a lot of things going on, and this is my local machine. Okay, so as you can see here, I have 3 contacts, 2 lists, 2 campaigns, and I haven't made any money yet, of course, because this is not online. So the first thing that people want to do when they set up FluentCRM is to import the users from whatever platform they are using, all right? So what I'm going to do now is to come over here to Contacts and show you how easy it is to import users. Now, what I did earlier on is I exported some bounced emails from ConvertKit. So these are people that just typed in some emails that don't work to try and sign up for my freebies. So that's what I'm going to be using for this example, because I don't want to be using real emails, because that's not a good thing to do. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here, click on import, right? And the option we need here is CSV, because that's the file that was exported on ConvertKit. Okay, so next I'm going to click here on this button. And then it's asking for the CSV delimiter. Now I use comma separated. Now it's time to upload that file. So if I click here, it's in my downloads folder and here it is. I'm going to double click on that. And now the file is here. This is the part which is very important because we need to map all the fields. So first name needs to be mapped with first name. Okay, email needs to be mapped with email. All these other fields here, I don't really need, to be honest. Next, you can specify where you want this list to be added. Okay, so let's say you want to add them to the free download. You can go ahead and do that. And if you want to apply a tag, you can also go in and apply a tag. So I can say freebie and then update subscribers. So if there are subscribers on my website, I can click here on update and then this will just have the latest update. The status here, I'm going to set it to subscribed and then click on confirm import. So this will take a quick moment to install. And as you can see here, this has imported all my emails just like that. So just by importing it this way, I have quickly gone in, moved all my contacts from, say, ConvertKit, Aweber, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp. This is how you import them onto FluentCRM. It's that easy. Any questions so far? Okay, looks like we don't have any questions so far. No problem. So let's continue on. All right, so over here, you are going to notice that this has been updated. So this will show you what is happening here on your on FluentCRM. And on this drop down as well, we can see here email sending stats, open stats, click stats, and so on, which is fantastic. And this also gives us the total of the contacts. Now, let me show you the dashboard, which shows you all the information about that particular contact. So if I come over here, I can also search for the contact. And by the way, you can search for the contact over here on the top. So let's search for Malone. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to click here. Now, if you take a quick look here, you're going to notice a lot of information about this subscriber. So first of all, if you come over here to overview, this is pretty much everything that we have. We have the first name, email address. Great. If we come over here to emails, this will show me the emails that were sent to me or emails that were in an automation and so on. And as you can see here, we have this Black Friday offer. I just made it up. And here I can see this hasn't been clicked, but I can do a quick look here and see if the email is in, and sure enough, this is the email. Okay. So I just used lorem ipsum text here. And what I could also do here is I could resend this email if I wanted to. Now take a look at this. We also have email sequences here and automations. So anything that I set up via the automations can be seen here for this particular subscriber. If I click here on purchase history, this will tell me what this subscriber has bought. And this, there will be a list of all the purchase history here, which is really cool. Now, one of the features that I really like is the notes and activities here. And this allows us to add a note. And if I click here on add new, I can add a note. I can give it a title here. I can give it a description. And once I do that, I can then say add new. Oops. So this is just a, let's have a look. So there's so many options here. So I can say the type is email, the title is note, and then I can save it that way. I can save it as a note. And now you can see it has been saved. So every time I go, or if there's an issue and I need to remind myself about what happened and what notes I added, I can just come over here to notes and activities, and here it is. Fantastic. If you want to go in and delete it, you can delete it over here, or you can just go in and amend it. Another thing that also shows for this client is the list itself and the tags that are applied. So you can apply the tags by clicking here on this plus button, or you can also add them to the list by coming over here. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of information here for this particular lead. And this is why I mentioned that when it comes to the customer relationship management, FluentCRM does a fantastic job of this. This is amazing. Okay, now, we can also add contacts, one by one easily. But the next thing I want to talk about is how you should use a FluentCRM when you're getting started. So I would highly recommend that you start by creating your tags and your lists, because if you do that, that means that whatever automations that you're going to do are going to be easier now, because you have all those tags and lists already created. So let's say I want to add a new tag. So I've hover over here where it says contacts, click on tags. So let's say we want to create a new tag called Black Friday. We can just click here, give it a title. There we go, Black Friday. I can hit confirm. Right, so that's the tag that I want to create. The next step now is, let's say you want to create automations. Now, before I do that, I would also like to remind you that you can also create your lists here. So what lists are is basically a sequence of emails that you can send. So let's say you hold on a second. Okay, so the list now is, let's say someone buys a specific product and you want to put them onto a list. That list determines what emails get sent or what triggers get triggered from that list. So the best way to think about it is think about it as putting your subscribers into different buckets. Okay. The reason why we're doing this is, let's say I need to send an email. In fact, the perfect example is yesterday, right? Let me share with you this, what I did yesterday. Yesterday, I created a limited offer on funnelstoincome.com. So on my lists, I have lifetime members, I have VIP members, I have people that bought a specific course. So I have so many lists going on my website, okay? So what I did yesterday was I said to myself, okay, I need to send an email out to promote my lifetime offer, Black Friday lifetime offer. But I want to exclude those people that are already in the lifetime membership, okay? So I set up the email sequence, the email broadcast, but I excluded those people that are already lifetime users. So this is a perfect example of why you need lists. So this is where you add them. So if you come over here, you can add your list here. And let's say, to add a list, let's go back over here, click on lists. So if you wanted to add a list, you click here on this plus button, and let's call this lifetime members. Okay, so now that we have lifetime members, that means when we want to send out emails, they will only be sent to the lifetime members if we define that. I'm going to show you this in a moment. Okay, so now that we have our list, we've covered the list, we've covered tags. Let's come over here to email campaigns. So email campaigns here are the emails that you send out. These are like broadcasts, one-off. Let's say you have a Black Friday offer. You can just come over here, create it, and send it. So what I'm going to do now is to show you the interface that we use to create the emails. It is fantastic, easy to use. If you've used WordPress Gutenberg blocks, pretty much it's similar to that. Let me show you what that looks like. So if I come over here to create new campaign, let's call this lifetime. Okay, for lifetime members, continue. Okay, so we have a few templates here that we can work with. So I just usually go with the default one. So we can start off here by saying, hello. Oops. I don't know why I'm putting caps all over the place. Now, here's a quick thing. If you add the @ sign, it will show you the prefixes or the prefix. So let's say hello first name. Okay. So this replaces that with the first name of your subscriber. So we can paste our content here, and I'll also show you how easy it is to add images. So if you click here on this plus button, we have all our blocks. So we have our image block here. I can also use images from our library here, or I can upload from my computer. So let's go from our library. Okay, so we have images already here in our library, which is fantastic. So let's say we're going to go with this image here. I'm going to select it, and you can see here, very easy. You can resize it, do whatever you want. You can click on it and add a URL, which I'm going to add a blank one like that. You can also add buttons. If I click here and choose my button, there we go. So I can say, click here now. Now, let's say we want to adjust the border radius. You can adjust it by doing that. So we can just give it some slight, rounded corners here. On the color settings, I can change the text color here. In fact, I'll leave it at white, but the background color is going to be a custom color. So you can see here, I can change the color of my button to match my branding. There we go. So now we have a bright color. So as you can see, we can add paragraph text, we can add images, we can add buttons. If we click here on this plus button, there's also a lot more that we can add. Now, another quick way of showing all the modules that you can use is by adding a /. Now, look at this. These are all brand new features that we have in FluentCRM. We have this conditional section. Now, this is a game changer. Now, let me select this so I can show you what is going on here. Now, what happens is this conditional block, right, only shows based on the tag. And over here, take a look. We have these tags which we created earlier on. So let's say show if in the selected tag, right? So let's say if the person is a VIP member, then they are going to see this message that I'm going to add in here. So let me add a paragraph like that. So this will only show if they are a VIP member. So you can see here, if targeted tags VIP. So show if, this is very important, show if. So this only shows if the VIP member, if the person has a tag which is of a VIP member. Okay, now let's add another one. Right, so this one here is a different one. Let's add a bit more text to this. So let's say we want this one to show, but the condition is going to be slightly different here. All right, so we've added our text. Now, if we click here on this conditional block, we can click on this drop down and say, if not, okay? So here we can say, if not freebie, then show it. So this is amazing that we can actually use these conditional blocks to show content. So sometimes, let's say you want to promote a product as an affiliate, but you don't want to promote it to someone that has already bought it. So if you have a tag for someone that has already bought that product, you can then say, if not, and then show it. But if they've bought the product using your affiliate link, then don't show it. So this is how you would use this condition. It is fantastic. And there's so many creative ways to use this. Okay, now let's add another /. So as you can see here, there's quite a lot of things that we can add. We have the heading, the list, buttons, columns, group, classic, and so on. Now you may be wondering, now what happens to this color here? Now this color doesn't really show when the email is sent. This is just for you to see that this is a conditional block. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. And this is where now we get to click on continue. Now this will take us to the next step where we add our email subject. So I'm just going to call this tests email. Now, the really cool thing about this as well is we can enable A/B testing. Now, A/B testing will show us which headline is performing against, whichever one that you've added here. So let's say test email 2. So if you wanted to test and see which one here is performing well, the priority here is 50-50, which is fantastic. So you can set it up this way and it will show you all the stats of what is happening in regards to these two performing. Okay, so I'm just going to disable that, click on continue, and let's see what happens on this next step. And as you can see here, this is the part which I mentioned earlier on, that you need to set up your lists. You need to set up your tags, because this is how you're going to choose who to send these emails to. So if I click on this drop down, we're going to see here free download has 33 subscribed contacts. We have product A and so on, right? And over here we have our tags. So I can say from all the lists, I want someone with a tag called a freebie to get this email. Over here, I can also exclude. So I can say, okay, you know what? From all available contacts, I want to exclude anyone who has bought product A. And this is how I excluded the lifetime members when I sent my email out yesterday. Okay. So once you've done that, it will show you the total emails here, or total contacts. If you click on continue, it'll give you a quick preview of what this looks like. So as you can see here, this is our email. And you know those boxes that had that yellow color? Now they don't. So you can send a test email here to see if the formatting is good. But to be honest, there's no need to do that. And I won't be sending this email anyway. So that's pretty cool. So that is the interface of our email builder. Okay, let me just take a quick look here and see if we have any questions. All right. Right. Oh, the question is, what are you drinking? Oh, this is water. I don't drink, by the way. This is water. Okay, right. So moving on, let's have a look here and see. Okay, no questions, no questions. That's very interesting. Either I'm doing a very good job, or maybe you guys are bored with the presentation. Hopefully you're not bored. All right. And also, guys, please do me a favor. If you like so far what you're seeing, please add a thumbs up, and of course do try and share it as well with anyone else out there that may be interested in this. I would really appreciate it. Patrick says, can we import our own email template? I'm not 100% sure about that. I will ask Joel in the comments if we can do that. But to be honest, what I prefer doing is to create my own template, because it uses the Gutenberg blocks. So if you were to import yours, I would assume that you'd want to perhaps do it in HTML, CSS to really have the formatting right. Actually, the answer is here. Okay, fantastic. All right, so let's move on and let's talk about the automations. Right. Okay, so we're here. The next part now is, which is really exciting, is the automations. Okay, now this is my favorite part, because the automations is what is going to save you a lot of time. I'm telling you, you couldn't do any of these automations manually, even if you had the time to do it. Okay, right. So I'm going to start off by creating a brand new one. But before I do that, take a look here. We have all the stats of what is happening for each automation funnel here. If I click here on reports, you are going to see pretty much all the steps, right? So you can see here, if you drop it down, I can see what is happening. What is happening here for this subscriber? The tag was applied. Set to sequence emails. Wait a few days, and so on. So this will show you if everything is working okay and which steps are. I mean, unfortunately, I can't show you like specific stats here because this is my local computer, but I will be showing you this in my course, where you can see the entrance, the tag applied, and so on. Okay, now let's go back over here and let's create our own automation. Now, what I'm going to show you here is going to blow your mind. Okay. If I click here on create new automation, look at that. These are the integrations. So if you use wishlist member on your website, you can set your trigger here to start your automation from wishlist member. If you use LearnDash and you have courses on your website, you can use this option here to trigger your automation. If you want to use the CRM, which is Fluent CRM, you can use it that way. If here we have WooCommerce, and let's say someone buys a product and you want to start your email sequence that way, that's where you can do it. It is fantastic. So the use case for, let's say, WooCommerce would be, let's say someone buys a product and you want to send them a welcome email. And then after that, maybe you want to give them a discount to another product. This is where you would set your automation here. So let's do that. So I'm going to come over here. But of course, remember, you do need to have these products installed for the automations to show. So it will only show up when you have it there on your website. If you don't have it, it will not show up here. So that's how the integration works. I mean, it was well thought through. And to be honest, I think this is really, really, really good. So I have WooCommerce installed. I also have some products here. So that is why it's showing here. So let's say I click here on WooCommerce on new order. I can click here, continue. So I want, title is required. So let's say Black Friday. I'm running out of ideas. Right. So Black Friday is going to be my automation funnel. I'm going to hit continue. Okay. So subscription status, fine. You know, the user can be subscribed. It's okay. So here are the conditions. So I am going to choose the target product. So I'm going to say if someone purchases product A, right? If there's any categories, I can add my categories here, but I don't need to do that. And then I'm going to say any type of purchase, or only first purchase, or second purchase. So you can have this running for this funnel for someone who buys something for the second time or the first time. So here you can say, first time purchase. You know what? In your email sequence, you can say, hello and welcome. I noticed that this is your first time buying a product here on Funnels to Income or whatever website it is. I would like to welcome you and also give you a discount on your next purchase. Now, do you see how this is really, really amazing? And this is why I love FluentCRM. Okay, so let's click on Save Settings here. So this is how our automation is going to start. So as you can see here, we now have this plus button, which allows us to add more conditions. But if you want to go back in and take a quick look here, you can just click on it and then you can go and change this to whatever it is you want to change it to. Maybe perhaps you want to change the product. So you can always do that. One really cool thing here as well, and this was a recent update to this, is when you click on stats, it will show you the performance of what is happening here on each and every level. Okay, so this is just a toggle. Right, so when I click here on this plus button, these are the options that we have. So we can say, okay, you know what? Let's send an email, right? A custom email. So if I click here on custom email subject, so I can say, welcome. Here's my template. So if I have, let's say, an email template, I can use an email template from here, but you have to create it beforehand. And then this is where you can add your message. Okay, hello, first name. We have our message like that. So pretty much that's it. And then that's our welcome email. I mean, I've shown you this before. You can add, colors, you can add buttons and so on. So that's going to be the email that we're going to send. So I'm going to click on Save Settings. So this email is going to be sent right away. Okay, which is pretty cool. So let's say you want to wait a day. So I can say, okay, you know what? I'm going to wait 1 day and let's save this step. And after 1 day, we are going to do something else. And that is maybe set sequence emails. So if you have created an email sequence, you can just add it here and those emails will start being sent automatically. Okay. You can also apply a tag. So we could say, okay, first time buyer. Now, before we were able to add a tag right from the beginning, as I suggested, but the recent update is you can add your tag from here now. So if I click here on this plus button, I can add my tag. So I can say first time buyer. Click on add. Now I've added a tag for a first time buyer. I'm going to click on save. There we go. So basically what is happening here is I can drag, in fact, I can click on this little item. I'm sure you can see it. This will push this step up, right? So what I'm saying here is, okay, this person has bought product A. So once they've bought product A, I want to apply a tag which says first time buyer. And then after that, I'm going to send them a welcome email. And then after that, I'm going to wait a couple of days and then do another action. So as you can see, this is really, really cool. I can automate this and make it do advanced stuff behind the scenes without me actually going in and doing any of this manually. This is the power of the automations. And to be honest, as someone who has used ConvertKit before, I'm totally comfortable with it and I really, really love it. So if you have any hesitations, to be honest, I would say you don't need to worry about it. I'm running FluentCRM on my production website. That's how confident I am with it. But like I said in the beginning, there are a few issues, not major, but a few issues that, of course, this is a new piece of software. So you are going to have some bugs here and there. So there are a few issues that were there before. But like I said, the team was able to go in and squash these bugs very, very fast. So this is why I'm really confident about FluentCRM and the team behind it, because they're really dedicated to making this work for us. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick look here and see if we have any questions. Right, so let's take a look here. Looks like there's quite a lot of messages here. Right. And most of these, to be honest, have been answered already, which is fantastic. All right. So let us continue. Hey, if you haven't given this live stream a thumbs up, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate that. Okay, now let's move back over here now. And yeah, so this is the automation engine. It is brilliant. Let me do another one here. Oh, before I do that, right now it's in draft mode. So once you're happy with this, you can always click here on this button here, and this now makes it active. So as soon as someone buys a product, this kicks in and it's working like a machine behind the scenes. And this is what I like about this. Okay, now there are also other automations which I was shocked to see FluentCRM do, and that is, in fact, let's create it here. This is on LearnDash actually. So if I come over here to LearnDash, look at that. So the trigger or the automation starts when someone enrolls on a course, completes a course, completes a lesson, completes a topic, enrolls in a group. I mean, imagine that. Now, let me just give you a use case here. Let's say you have 3 courses on your website, and you want that when someone completes the first course, you want to email them automatically and give them a discount to the more advanced course. Bang. FluentCRM does that. And this is the automation, and this is how you'd set it up. So you can say, okay, you know what? When a user completes this course, then this is how I'm going to start my automation. Oh, okay. I need to give it a name. So let's call this course upsell. Okay. And now, of course, you need to have LearnDash installed on your system, and you also need to have the courses there. Otherwise, this won't work. Okay, so now I can target my courses, and I have my web design course here. Boom. Okay, I've selected my web design course. So I want that when someone completes the web design course, I'm going to upgrade them onto the marketing course. Okay. Right. So there we go. So I'm going to click here on Save Settings. Great. So again, we have our stats here. So now I can say send custom email, and I'm going to say 40% discount. On marketing course. As you can see, my typing is really bad. That's why I use Lorem text. Right. Anyway, so I'm going to say, hello. First name. There's my email message. Now, of course, you want to have created your coupon code in WooCommerce. Once you've created it, you add your coupon code in here and save settings. So now this automation is very straightforward. When someone completes that course, which is the web design course, once they complete it, the next step is they get a custom email. Simple as that. And you can just end this automation right there. If you want to see the stats, you can see the stats there, how many have completed the course and how many have, taken the discount. And if they have taken the discount, what you can also do, now this is the advanced part, okay? And this is a trick that FluentCRM has under its sleeve. How do you know that someone has bought the course, the marketing course? How do you know? Okay. Let me show you how you do that. If I click here on this plus button, benchmarks, here's the thing. I can say order received in WooCommerce, right? Bang. Target products. So let's say this is course B, for example. I'll leave the categories as they are. And then essential point. Yeah, fine. I'll leave that as an if. Save changes. Right. So what I'm saying now is if an order is received, okay, let's add a tag to this. Back to actions. Let's add a tag, and the tag is going to be because they've just bought a new course, haven't they? So the new course is what did we say it was? Product. Let's go back. Product B, okay? So apply a tag, product B, save changes. So now that they've bought product B, I am going to send them a sequence of emails, and I can choose my sequence here, new buyer or whatever sequence that you would have created, save settings. Now, let's explain what is happening here. I know I've gone through this really fast, okay? So, when someone buys the web design course, when someone completes the web design course, we are going to send them an email with a discount, and this discount is for the marketing course. Now, this part here is listening to hear if anyone buys this course, right? As soon as they buy, they're going to get a tag applied to them, and then some sequence of emails are going to be sent. Now, let's say they had a tag before here. If you want to remove the tag, this is where you can say, okay, I want to remove the tag, and then you can come over here and say remove tag, right? And the tag could be, let's say, freebie. So that is if this person here had a tag called freebie. So this is now us removing the tag and applying that tag. So this can be actually above here if you want to do that. So as soon as someone makes an order in WooCommerce and buys that course, it removes the tag, applies the tag, the appropriate tag, and then it sends, some email sequences. Okay. So as you can see, this is a really, really, really powerful system. Fantastic. Right. Any questions? Let me have a look. The question is, how can I integrate cart abandonment with FluentCRM? Okay. When it comes to cart abandonment, it's a free plugin, and the best way to use this is, of course, with WooCommerce. So let all the transactions happen on WooCommerce, and then once the person buys, FluentCRM is integrated with WooCommerce anyway, so the tags will be applied, emails will be applied, automations can be applied. So you don't really have to find a way to use the cart abandonment with FluentCRM, because the cart abandonment process is just a sequence of emails to say, hey, I noticed that you did not complete your order. Here's a discount, and then once they buy, it's going to go through the WooCommerce system. So the integration is still with FluentCRM. So that's how it would work. So it's not specifically the cart abandonment that needs to be tied in with FluentCRM. The cart abandonment is working with WooCommerce, and whatever purchases that are done on WooCommerce will then be triggered on FluentCRM. I hope that makes sense. The cart abandonment plugin is from Cartflows. I've actually used this, so it does work with WooCommerce. It's an extra plugin that you need to add, okay? It's not in WooCommerce itself. It's a separate plugin. I will, in fact, you know what? Let me show you. Let's go to plugins. I'm glad you actually asked this question, because I started using this cart abandonment recently. Right, let's okay. Right, so all we have to do, I thought I was sharing my screen. Right, so what you want to do is to come over here to your plugins and add new. And then you want to search for cart abandonment. So the plugin that you're looking for is this one here. Okay, it's called WooCommerce Cart Abandonment. And as you can see here, I've already gone ahead and installed it, and it's active. So as soon as you've installed it, what happens is, I'm not sure if you can see this, but when I mouse over where it says WooCommerce, all the way down here is where you have cart abandonment. That's the entry that just gets added on to WooCommerce. And then when you click on that, this is where now you can set up all your follow-up emails. And these are, this is the tab where you get your follow-up emails. So you can say, okay, this one here needs to go after 30 minutes, after 1 day, after 3 days, and so on. But once the person purchases this, they're purchasing it through WooCommerce. So this is how this would work. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's go back to the questions here. Okay, right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Now, earlier on, I spoke about me saving quite a lot of money, sending my emails. I am going to show you now how I managed to save quite a lot of money. So, first of all, let me show you over here how much it would cost, or how much it used to cost for me to have an account with ConvertKit. And to be fair, I've done a tutorial showing you the comparison between FluentCRM and ConvertKit. The video is on my YouTube channel, so check it out. Anyway, so over here, if you want to send your emails, you can see with this slider, it gives you an idea of your emails. So up to 8,000 is $99, $79 for 5,000. So I used to pay $99 per month. And of course, this includes the email automation, and it includes all the services pretty much that we've been going through on FluentCRM. Now, the reason why you should be looking at FluentCRM is because if you head over here to FluentCRM, in fact, on the promo, it's a one-time purchase because this is a promotion. It's a one-time purchase, and once you purchase, that's it. The next part now is to send your emails. You need a service that does your email sending, and I use Amazon SES. So these are not screenshots. I'm going to log in live so you can see exactly what is happening here. I'm going to add my password here. Okay, so you can see here, this is my interface. If I come over here to billing, look at that. Last month, I only spent $1.52. So all I did is I bought the FluentCRM lifetime deal, right? Use the FluentCRM like I've shown you in this live stream. But to send my emails, I'm using Amazon SES, right? But I am only spending $1.52. To be honest, it's almost ridiculous how cheap it is, okay? $1.52. Month to date, and this is where I'm at, because this was October. Now we are heading towards the end of November. It's $1.62. This is insane. And you may be thinking, well, how many emails are you sending, right? I'm pretty much sending the same amount I was sending on ConvertKit, because all I did was take all my emails from ConvertKit and added them onto FluentCRM. That's pretty much what I did. And this is how much I'm paying every month. I mean, you've seen this, right? Let's go back, because I think I can also show you how many emails I'm able to send with my account. Okay, let's go to our sending statistics. Here we go. 3,000 emails sent. But my quota is 50,000 in 24 hours. So if I had a mailing list of, let's say, 100,000, I would have to do it over 2 days because I have a 24-hour period. But come on, 50,000 emails. That's a lot. That's a lot of emails. So this account here is really, really good. And you can see here, this is my account. My website URL here is Funnels to Income. You can see that. So this is real. Okay. So I'm really excited about how much money I've saved with FluentCRM, because without this, I would be paying quite a lot of money with ConvertKit. And for you guys that are getting started with setting up an online business, or you're running a small business, paying $99 per month, it can be a bit of a stretch. To be honest, I was struggling with that initially because when I was building my mailing list, ConvertKit doesn't care if you're not making money with that mailing list. You still have to pay for those contacts. So this is where, if you're getting started, you really want a system that is both solid and also very, very inexpensive. So Amazon SES is the way to go. Now, I am going to be doing a tutorial on how to add the Amazon SES and connect it with FluentCRM. We're just waiting now for the plugin from Joel. Once he creates the plugin, I'll create a tutorial and show you how all this integrates. But this should not stop you from purchasing a FluentCRM. I mean, this is a lifetime deal. I cannot I mean, I am so shocked with how brilliant this plugin is. But like I said, it still has a lot of things to be added onto it, some features, and these are being added. They're on a timeline. They're going to be added very, very soon. And that's what really makes me excited. But even right now, as it is doing a very good job and it is worth it. Okay. Okay. So let's now talk about the deal. So the deal that we have, or that I am promoting here, is the Black Friday deal, which I am giving away my course, which teaches you how to get started with FluentCRM. Okay, so what you need to do is to go to this URL, and by the way, it's in the video description below. If you don't have it, I will add it in the video description. It's funnelstoincome.com /FluentCRM, and this will take you to this page, and this is up to 50% on the lifetime deal. Once you buy it, that's it. You don't have to worry about the updates and you don't have to pay anything extra. That's the good thing. Okay, so the course you'll be getting is the marketing automation course, and it looks like this. This is the real course, by the way. Okay, this is what you'll get access to. This course is going to be updated as new features from FluentCRM are added. So it's going to be pretty much an ongoing course, which you will not pay any extra, because once you get this course, even if FluentCRM changes the whole interface and it means I have to create a new course, that's fine, no problem. I'll still go ahead and create the new course. But because you would have bought FluentCRM from me, you will not be paying extra for the course. So this is the advantage of this. So as you can see here, it has welcome to the Marketing Automation Mastery, how to install FluentCRM, the basics, the overview, how to set up basic email. I mean, I go through in detail because today I was just pretty much going in really fast because this is a live workshop. So these are, the interface, for the course as well is fantastic. If you take a look at this, in fact, I have to complete the first one first. So let's go back. Okay. Right. So this is the video, right? Now, let's say you want some dark mode. You can come over here, click on dark mode, and now you can start watching the tutorials in dark mode. If you want more screen real estate, you can click here. And now we have this large video which you can watch, and it is all responsive, which means this adjusts to your screen. Okay. So as you can see, very, very easy interface. And like I said, you will be getting full access to this course if you buy FluentCRM using my affiliate link. Now, here's the thing. If you don't take advantage of this deal, this lifetime deal, I'm telling you, this is going to be on a yearly basis that you're going to be buying this plugin. And chances are they may not have the FluentCRM lifetime deal, ever. This is it. So I would say this is a fantastic investment. If I were you, I would buy the highest package, the one with the 50 websites. Reason being, you can actually just learn how to design basic websites. There's no business out there that won't need an email service. Any business out there is going to need an email service. Now, if you can just create, right, 4, 5, 6 of these websites out of the 50, you can make your money back for that license. So this is a future investment. And how do you create these websites? Come on, guys. I have courses here that teach you how to create these websites. Okay. You also have a course that teaches you how to use FluentCRM and how to implement all these different scenarios of how to automate these emails. And all this is absolutely there. So you don't have to worry about, okay, how am I going to be building these websites even if I need to build it for anyone? It's all there, right? So that's how I would think about purchasing FluentCRM with that in mind. This is really, really powerful. And I'm telling you guys, I'm actually using it on a production website, on my own actual website. I'm not just telling you just to push the affiliate commissions. No, I am actually using this. And for those of you that know me, I don't promote things that I don't use. Okay, I only promote stuff that I use personally. I wouldn't recommend something that I don't use. That's just not me. So this is why I would highly recommend that you go get this deal, before it expires. And once you get this deal, that's it. Like I said, all you have to do is to come over here to this page. It's funnelstoincome.com/FluentCRM. Now, the reason why I'm asking for your email, just in case you're asking, is because once you add your email here, it makes it easier for me to match your purchase with the email address that you have left me here. Okay? Because that's the way I can verify this. And also, it also makes it easier for me to know who has bought, or if you did buy it from my link, this is the best way. Otherwise, you can imagine this. You would be saying to me, Mac, I just bought your FluentCRM using your link. How would I verify that? It's quite difficult. But I can then contact FluentCRM and say, right, I have this list of emails, and these guys have bought it with my affiliate link. Can you verify this for me? Once verified, that's how I give you access to the actual course. So there's nothing malicious about these emails. I don't share emails with anyone. These are purely for ease of management on my website. So let's just quickly add an email here and see if this works. I'm not sure if this is going to work because I've used this email before. Okay, so now if I say buy FluentCRM, there we go. So this now is going to take us to the deal. And if we come over here, this is where we can view the pricing. Sure why. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the deal page. And this is up to 50% discount, as you can see. And if we scroll all the way down here, this is all the things that FluentCRM can do. And this is a lot. Now, there's something that I did not mention, and that is, in fact, let's talk about the price first. $249 for one website. That is fantastic. I mean, to be honest, this is going to be one of your biggest investments this Black Friday. Okay. And the plugin that allows you to connect FluentCRM to, let's say, Amazon SES is going to be free when you purchase this. So basically, this is a no-brainer. And as you can see here, this normally is going to be costing $499, and that's going to be on a yearly basis. Okay, but you're only getting it for $249 lifetime. Now, here we go. So we have the 50 license. I mean, this is, to be honest, if I had the money, this is what I would go for. I would just go for this and know that it's all set. Okay. And like I said, this is lifetime plugin updates, lifetime priority support, and all features included. Okay. Now, this is the comparison. So they're comparing here with other services that we may know. So this is MailChimp and this is MailPoet and so on. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the integrations. So out of the box, FluentCRM works with WooCommerce, Easy Digital Downloads, Lifter LMS, Affiliate WP, WP Fusion, Fluent Forms. Oh man, look at this. Isn't that amazing? And also the Divi integration is coming soon. So we'll also be able to use the integration with Divi. And trust me, I'm going to be doing a lot of tutorials about that because I am a Divi user as well. So you're going to see a lot of tutorials on how that's going to work together, all the creative ways using Monarch. Okay, right. So back over here, I think I've covered pretty much all this. Yeah, these are the integrations. And you can also, in fact, it says more integrations coming soon, which is brilliant. So I would say go ahead, purchase this, and you will not regret it. Now, I'm going to do a quick check here to see if I have any questions. Greg says, hoping for some integration with ThriveCart. I think, Joel, you'll be able to answer that. Is there any integrations for ThriveCart in the pipeline? Please respond to that. Okay. Okay, Greg says, how would you link FluentCRM with sign-up forms? Okay, right. Let's do a quick one, and let me show you how you would do that. Right, so here I am on FluentCRM on the dashboard. So you're going to notice that we have forms here. Okay, so if I click here on forms, it says activate Fluent Forms integration. So this Fluent Forms integration, FluentCRM, or the company that makes FluentCRM, also does Fluent Forms. Okay, so the integration there is seamless. Now, with that said, this is the integration that is that we're waiting for. Once it's ready, it's going to allow us to use the DV contact forms, or it's going to allow us to use the Monarch. So that's what you're really waiting for. But if you wanted to use Fluent Forms, you can just click here to activate it. And now, as you can see, it's installing it, and this installs the free version, but it does the job. Okay. So while that is installing, okay, so now it says create your first form. I'm going to click here. So we are going to create a basic form. And here we need to add the form title. So, let's call this Black Friday. Okay, so that's going to be the opt-in form. Here we can add any of these subscribers to a list, and this is where the integration is brilliant. So if we have any lists on FluentCRM that we've created, this is where we can just add them to, let's say, lifetime members. And if you want to add tags, we can say, okay, Black Friday. So we want to tag them as Black Friday. We can also enable double opt-in here if we wanted to, or we can just leave it out. It's up to you. Okay. If you create the form now, notice what happens. You have your form ID. So this is the shortcode that you're going to need to create your landing page. Okay. So I'm just going to copy this, but you can also preview the form, and this opens in a new tab. So as you can see here, it says your email address and, pretty much subscribe to newsletter. Okay. But we can also edit the form. So even though this is a free plugin, it does the job. So let's say you want to change the button here. You just click on this pencil. We can make it large. We can center it, just basic stuff. You can change the button here. We can say sign up. So you can see here, it's very easy to go in and make changes to that. And over here on the email as well, I can go in and add the placeholder, change if this is required or not. But of course it needs to be required. But basically you can see here, it is very, very easy to use. And this is where our integration is. You can come over here and decide what you want to do. Once someone has filled in, you can redirect them to a page, a custom URL, and so on. Okay, so the pages are going to be pages that are already on your website. So you can choose your page over here. If it's the landing page, you can just choose the landing page. Okay, over here, you can also add your message. And you can also come over here on the email notifications. You can add your confirmations there. And then this is the most important part, the marketing and CRM integrations. And this is where, as you can see, it's integrated already because we've chosen the lists. And this is the list that we've chose and the tags, which is right here. But if you don't want to do the integration, it's simple. You can just disable it here, but I'll highly recommend that you leave it there because it automates the whole process. So when someone signs up, they are automatically added to the list and the tag is automatically applied. So this is the integration. So now that we have this, let me just make sure I copy the shortcode. Now let's go to pages and let's create an opt-in. Okay, let's call this page opt-in. I'm not very creative today. Okay, so let's say use Divi Builder. And by the way, you can also use blocks if you wanted to, because all we have here is just a shortcode. You know, there's nothing special really. Okay, let's build this from scratch. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a call to action. And over here on the design, let's have a look. So this text here. Okay, now we can read the text. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and then next I'm going to click on this plus button and add a code module or a text module. So both of these will work fine. So let's add our shortcode in here, and that's the form shortcode. Okay, so as you can see here, you know, it's very easy to set up. I'm going to save that. Now, right now I can see there's, I mean, the width of this is way too wide. So I'm going to come over here, go to design and sizing. So the width here is a bit too much. Let's bring it down to about 60%. Save that. Now here on this opt-in, you can also go even more crazy and add a background. And this is the beauty of using a page builder for this, because you can really customize your forms and make them look the way you want. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to come over here to the design and go to our borders. Let's give this a bit of rounded corners, set this to 4. And then finally, I want to add some padding to this because we want to give this some breathing space. So we're going to come over here to spacing. So let's start with, let's say 5%. There we go. I'm going to do the same. Here's our email opt-in. It's going to save the page. And if you wanted, you can also add an image here just to, you know, make it look cool. All right, so that's your email opt-in. But as you can see, I just went in quickly and did that. But the update we're waiting for from Elegant Themes is for us to be able to use our email opt-in module for all of this. So that's going to be really cool because that's going to give us even more flexibility in terms of design to really go in and make changes to this, make this bigger and so on. Okay, so that's how you create your opt-in using the form. Right. Okay, let's take a look here at the questions. Yeah, I'm just looking here at I'm just looking at the comments. Okay, so basically I think I've covered pretty much a lot of this. The link to the promo is in the video description below. Go ahead and sign up for the lifetime deal. It is only for a limited time only. So I would highly recommend that you go in and get this as soon as possible. Don't leave it too late. This is a great product. And like I said earlier on, I am using it on my live website, and it is doing really well, to be honest. I mean, the emails I sent out yesterday was sent using FluentCRM, and all the automations that are happening are all done on FluentCRM. All right, guys, pretty much I think I've covered everything regarding FluentCRM. Most of the nitty-gritties can be covered in the course. I just thought I'll just do a quick overview and show you how this works. All right, so thank you very much for watching and for being patient. I know we spent quite a lot of time here together, but like always, I really appreciate you listening to me and taking your time out in your day to see my videos that I put out there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow, where I'll be doing another live stream for Wishlist member and also Divi. Okay, so just make sure you hit the bell notification. If you haven't done so, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, because you doing that, you'll be notified when I release some live videos. Okay, all right, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.